Hello and welcome everyone to Ukrainian Blockchain Hub. I am Maria Wowchuk and today my guest is the president of the Ukrainian Blockchain Association and the founder of crypto exchange Kuna, Mike Chobanian. Hello, Mike.
That's me. Hi.
So you're the one who may explain the recent draft bills, which will explain more how crypto will be treated in Ukraine. Some of my acquaintances from abroad already have heard that recently Ukrainian Parliament has adopted the draft bill on FATF standards implementations, considering the IML and terrorism financing. And they already think that now already the famous bill on crypto was adopted, but still it was the first step. There is another one. This draft bill on crypto will be reviewed this week or next week. Am I correct?
That's not exactly true. So first, the bill was passed, and the bill is about AML, so it's not crypto bill.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
But the other is expected.
No. So let me explain take this step back. So instead of developing the separate law, which will classify crypto, explain all the rules and blah, 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 we decided, so let's make changes to existing laws. So the two existing laws which need to be changed according to FATF, according to what we want, are the AML policies, and that has been passed, but it hasn't been signed by the president yet, so it's not the law yet. So the change, we're waiting for approximately mid of January.
So it's not this year?
No, it's not this year. I guess he will sign the next year.
It's very important.
Probably the first 2 weeks of January. That's what we expect when the president will sign this bill. And after that, 10 days later, the law will come into action. In this law, there is such a thing. Well, first of all, it describes what's the crypto. It's the digital asset. It's virtual asset. Yes.
Yeah.
We also put in the law that the regulator would be the newly created Ministry of Digital Transformation. So there is no SEC, there is no national bank, there is no banking regulation, nothing like that. So we create the separate regulator just for ourselves. So that's one part of the story. The other part of the story is the taxes.
How it will be taxed.
Yes, exactly. That's what government really cares about, the taxes. And this is exactly what we are working right now on. We propose that there will be a tax of 5% on the positive gain during the financial year. That's what we are trying to achieve. And the other thing that we're trying to achieve is VAT. It will be difficult to understand for the Western part of the world, because trading crypto right now is VAT exempt in most of the civilized countries. That's not really the case for Ukraine, because if you're a company, if you establish a company right now in Ukraine and you receive, I don't know, wherever, 1,000 hryvnias, that's the local currency, you immediately obliged to pay 20% out of that to the budget, because such a laws exist. And it doesn't matter it's a crypto or something else, because the local IRS, the tax service, they treat any income, unless it's a financial company or a bank, as liable to pay VAT. So right now we're trying to fix that.
Okay, but still some of the Ukrainian crypto community, they don't want to agree for 5% taxes. Please explain why and what to do with that.
Well, first of all, most of them don't understand what exactly is happening. Secondly, they just, I don't know, maybe the good word would be used to not paying taxes right now at all, yeah, so zero taxes at all. So obviously when you pay nothing and then you have to pay 5% is kind of painful. But if you follow the law right now, you're obliged to pay 19.5%, but no one is paying it because the IRS is not fetching them. But if they really want to give trouble to this person who trades crypto, they can come up with the fines, with the, I don't know, multi-million fines, whatever, for all the trading that he has done without paying taxes. So we're trying to fix that as well.
Okay, so we may return to this drop bill at the end of January approximately. correct?
That's right.
Okay, the next question I would like you to answer first as the president of Ukrainian Blockchain Association and again as the president founder of crypto exchange Kuna. So we have also heard that such big crypto exchanges as Binance and OKEX, they are entering the Ukrainian market. From the perspective of the president of Ukrainian Blockchain Association, how does it influence the Ukrainian market and what may it bring?
Okay, let's clarify here. First of all, what they're really interested in, they're not really interested in the local market. They're interested in a country where they can open the bank accounts, because that's really the biggest issue for any crypto business in the world, opening the bank accounts. So they're hoping to open the bank accounts here and work with the US dollar, with euro, with the other international currencies.
But not with hryvnia.
Probably they would also work with the hryvnia, but it's I don't know if any of your viewers ever dealt with the offshore companies, for example, Panama. So there are two different types of Panama companies. One which basically is registered there, but you don't work with the locals. And another one is where you work with the locals. So here will be pretty much the same thing. So one, if you just work for the non-Ukrainian residents. Another one, if you work with the Ukrainian residents. So my guess for the Binance and for other big cryptos, they're interested in just opening the bank accounts.
Oh, so they're just waiting for this bill.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
So in that case, probably you as the founder of Kuna are not threatened by Binance and OKEX.
Even if they will work with the local currency, I'm not threatened because, well, we have the local leverage. We are smaller and hence we are quicker. We understand the local mentality. We understand the corruption in this country. We understand how the economy really works. So, to be honest, the only good thing will come, because if they will come to Ukraine, they will try to work with the Ukrainian nationals. They will have to go through the, I don't know, buying the advertising on TV, billboards, wherever they'll try to do. They'll just bombard with advertising, and hence they'll create the more awareness of the crypto. And because I'm the largest on the market and I have the best fees by far, because I know all the local bankers and so on, so it will be just beneficial to me. So I'm waiting for them to come.
A year and a half ago, I asked you whether you were planning to expand your business into the Western Europe. And you said you still think about it, but you don't plan to. What about now? Do you plan to expand it into other countries like Germany, where another blockchain hub is created, etc.?
I'm moving the other way. So
Which
I'm
one?
going to Belarus, Kazakhstan, Russia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, Turkey, and then Arabic countries.
Okay, why?
Because that's the market which is, in essence, very similar to Ukrainian. We have similar mentality. We have same corruption problems in the countries. We have very similar problems with the banking sector. I guess the main one would be mentality. And for big companies like, for example, Coinbase, these countries would be the last countries on the list where they will go. Because it's just, you can't just do business the same way you do it in Europe here.
I see. I haven't heard recently news about Cryptohryvnia project. Can you tell what is the freshest news now?
So we finalized on the business model. It's difficult again because of such a weird tax system that we have, which is based on the ex-USSR system, and communism and crypto, don't really, I don't know, make friends. So we had to find out really tricky way of how to not pay tax, don't be too heavily regulated, and so on and so on. So that's now finalized, and I'm hoping to go closed alpha next week.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. I think you should follow the news.
So technically everything is ready. We're just waiting to, launch it legally and, send first money through the bank and issue the crypto hryvnia through the smart contract. So
Right.
I'm hoping for the next week.
Next week even. Oh,
Yeah, because next week is the last working week. That's it.
oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I also heard the news that you, as the president of Ukrainian Blockchain Association, were planning, or even are planning, to reveal scam projects. Am I correct?
Well, we already started doing that. I'm still thinking whether I should devote more time to that, or create a separate media or YouTube channel. So I'm
That
still
would be
thinking.
interesting, I think.
It could be interesting, but it's a philosophical thing. I mean, if people don't want to think, why should I spend my time trying to, persuade them or explain something if they don't really want to understand or think?
Maybe they don't want to do their own due diligence, as they say. So
I mean, if you're stupid, you're stupid. I mean, you have to
maybe
pay
they're
for that.
lazy.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I can spend my time, do the homework for them. Some people maybe will watch this
YouTube
channel or video, yeah, and make some knowledge out of that, and make then clever decisions in the future. But other people may not want to do that, and they'll just pay their money for the exactly same education.
Okay.
So one way or other, they'll eventually get there.
But talking about education, Ukrainian crypto community with Unit City have created courses for programmers to learn more about blockchain. Can you tell us, was already one course have graduated. When will be the next, or is it already in progress?
Good question. So yeah, we did that in the beginning of this year. They graduated in March, I guess. So that was the pilot. And to be honest, I don't really want to continue.
Why?
Because I want to focus on the core business. I'm just doing too much. I'm doing the hub. I'm doing the association. You want me to do the scam projects, and then I have the exchange and the Cryptohryvnia.
Just recently about Plus token. What it has created actually. So,
but I don't think it's based on the Ukrainian nationals. No, I think it's Chinese people.
But still, who knows?
Who knows exactly? But anyway, so yeah, it's too much to do, and I want to spend some time for myself, for my family. So yeah, I want to focus. So next year, and I already started the process of chopping all the unnecessary projects, and eventually I want to finish with just 2 projects. One is the exchange, being the president, so all the strategic...
Focus as a laser on the crypto exchange.
Yeah, and me as a project manager for the Cryptohryvnia. 2 projects, that's it.
That's interesting. I think we should follow.
Focus. That's the key word for the owners and top manager. Focus.
That's really important. In any case, even if you're not a top manager, but it's really true. Talking about the recent price fluctuations, I'm talking about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Are you currently a bull or a bear at this stage, at this moment?
That's a difficult question for me because I look at this in the 3 to 5 years time frame. So obviously, I believe it will worse much more in the 3 years time.
Worsen?
Worse. It will cost more.
Oh, I see. But currently, I mean, it has
Currently,
fallen down.
I don't really care.
Okay.
Who cares? I mean, it's 6,800 right now. It could be 5,000 tomorrow, or it could be 10,000 tomorrow. But in 3 years' time, it will be in the tenth of thousands. That's my belief.
I see. Talking about, because this is the end of the year, what are you expecting? Which crypto trends will be like the main in 2020?
That's a good one. I guess we're going to see a fall of few more cryptocurrencies. I'm not even talking about the tokens. I'm talking about the cryptocurrencies.
Which one? May you name?
I won't speculate on that. But right now, I only believe in Bitcoin, to be honest. I don't believe in tokens. I don't believe in anything else. So Bitcoin will survive and stable coins will survive. The rest, big question. Either, I'm not sure. I don't see any value in either as a token. Is a network, yes. as a token, no.
I see. Another trend. So stable coins again. Bitcoin as well as always is top number one. What?
And again, I'm looking from the perspective of the developing countries. That's totally different story what's going to happen in the developed countries like the US. Probably they'll engage in something like STOs or something else like that. You know, they're talking more about the professional markets. I'm talking about the real people which you see on the street. You know, the actual market where you can buy fruit and what these people need and what their requirements in financial services. So I deal with them. I don't deal with the backed or anything like that.
Talking about STO, as you mentioned, in Ukraine there is no proper legislation for STOs. How do you think what may it be the next step after the crypto draft bill that we will have another draft bill not offered, but reviewed by the parliament considering STOs?
I don't think there is a need for that because by April we need to create the regulator, and the regulator will pass its own. It's not a bill; it's
Draw bill.
I don't know, regulation or something like that.
Oh, regulation
Where
standards.
Standards, something like that. Yeah, where we'll describe what's STO and how to do with them.
Okay, we'll see. What would you like to wish to Ukrainian crypto community and also crypto community outside of Ukraine, abroad? Because this is almost like the end of the year, and we are already probably celebrating. Somebody will be celebrating soon Christmas and etc.
I would say, from the business point of view, focus. From the life point of view, enjoy your life. Don't spend too much time staring at the exchange rate or planning something. Just enjoy it. Life is beautiful.
Oh, this is nice. Thank you. Today I was interviewing Michael Chobanian, the president of the Ukrainian Blockchain Association and founder of crypto exchange Kuna. I am Maria Wovchuk from Ukrainian Blockchain Cup. Thank you for watching and see you next time.